Hunting in the woods. I've been hunting since I was a kid, but nothing prepared me for what happened last fall. It was supposed to be a simple trip to the deep woods, a place where my family has hunted for generations. My friend Dave and I set out early, our gear packed and spirits high. We reached our spot by noon. It was a clear, cold day, perfect for hunting. We set up our camp and ventured into the woods, looking for deer tracks. Hours passed without any sign of game. As the sun began to set, we decided to head back. On our way, we stumbled upon an old, abandoned cabin. It looked ancient, with ivy-covered walls and broken windows. Curiosity got the better of us, and we decided to take a look inside. The door creaked open, revealing a dusty interior. The air was thick and musty. Dave found an old journal on a table. It belonged to a hunter named Jacob, dated over 50 years ago. The entries started off normal, detailing hunting trips and wildlife sightings. But as we read on, the entries became darker. Jacob wrote about seeing a strange creature in the woods, something not quite human. He described it as tall, with glowing eyes and an eerie howl that echoed through the trees at night. The last entry was the most chilling. Jacob wrote, "If you find this, it means I'm gone. The creature is hunting me now. It knows I'm here. God help anyone who comes to these woods." We felt a sudden chill, and the cabin seemed to grow colder. We decided to leave immediately. As we stepped outside, the sun had fully set, and the woods were dark. The only light came from our flashlights. We hurried back to our camp, but the feeling of being watched grew stronger. Then we heard it, a low, guttural howl that made the hair on the back of my neck stand up, like goosebumps. Dave and I froze, our eyes scanning the darkness. The howl came again, closer this time. We broke into a run, trying to reach our camp. Suddenly, Dave tripped and fell. I helped him up, and we shone our flashlights around, trying to see what had caused him to trip. There, in the beam of our lights, were massive footprints, too large to be any animal we knew. Panic set in. We grabbed our gear and headed for the car, which was parked a mile away. The howling continued, now accompanied by the sound of something large moving through the trees. We ran faster, hearts pounding, barely daring to look back. When we finally reached the car, we jumped in and sped off. As we drove away, we caught one last glimpse of the creature in the rear view mirror. Tall, with glowing eyes, watching us live. We never went back to those woods. I later found out that several hunters had gone missing in that area over the years. Their bodies never found. I don't know what we saw that night, but I believe Jacob's warning. Some places are better left alone, and some hunts should never be undertaken. To this day, I can't shake the feeling that something is still out there, watching, waiting for the next unsuspecting hunter to wander into its territory. Since that night, my dreams have been haunted by those glowing eyes and that chilling howl. Even during the day, I can feel its presence lingering in my mind, as if it left a mark on me. I've tried to forget, to convince myself it was just a trick of the light, a shared hallucination brought on by the isolation of the woods. But the fear remains. Talking to the other hunters, I learned that the legend of the creature is well known, but rarely spoken about. Some claim it's a guardian of the forest, punishing those who disrespect the land. Others believe it's a lost soul, trapped between worlds, hunting anyone who dares to intrude. Whatever it is, I know it's real and it's out there, lurking and waiting.